Yo, what's up guys? Will the RNG Lord here, and we are back for our CPC Season 6 draft analysis. So, I'm doing this with Facecam, and you guys are probably going to be seeing a lot more of me in my videos, and overall a lot more content from me, because CPC is no longer an upload required league. However, they do have a reward system, so you'll be seeing not only team builders from me, not only this draft analysis video, but you will also be seeing all of my games. You will probably also be seeing some power rankings in cooperation with A12QSD, and potentially other things as well. So here is our Season 6 draft analysis. We were 11th pick out of 16 overall. So I didn't really feel good about our draft spot. I thought we wouldn't really get a chance to use a very good mon this season. Sorry about that, I kind of had the hiccups right now. But our first mon was Mega Mawile. So for those of you who do watch my EBT content, you will know that Big Mama Junko, or Mega Mawile, has been carrying the team, and that is exactly what I expect it to do. It has the best typing in the game, Steel and Fairy. It's a great physical attacker. It breaks through a whole lot of stuff, and just its coverage is also insane. The only things that it lacks are being slow, and then its ability to get trapped by to escape Dugtrio. Like, it can't run Shed Shell, it has to run the Megastone. So it has some faults, but for 11th pick, it's pretty good. I've seen a lot of leagues ban this, so I thought, because it's been overperforming for me in the EBT, that I may as well take it. So next on our list, we have Zygarde 50%. So at this point, I wanted a dragon type to round out my Fairy Steel Dragon core, and to me, ground types are probably one of the most important types to have on a draft. So you can easily switch into like electric spam and stuff. And Thousand Arrows is probably one of, if not the best move in the game, because just how versatile it is. Only bugs and grass types resist it, otherwise it hits everything. It's just a great move, and Zygarde's just a great mon in general. I've never really gotten to use it, especially not in a league like this, so I think this league will be its time to shine for me. I'll get to use it, and I think we'll have a lot of fun with it. Sorry, I have to adjust my hat a bit. So next on our list, we picked Arcanine. Now, round 3 Arcanine, I know what you guys are thinking, probably a little bit too early, but Arcanine, not only is it a great bulky fire type, it was the best one available to me at that point. Also, Arcanine has good reliable recovery in Morning Sun, which is just great. The Intimidate ability is also great, and helps kind of patch up Mega Mawile's fire weakness, which is also a reason we took Zygarde. But another thing is Arcanine is actually a fire immunity, which Arcanine is a big role player in my team because of that. It let me be able to draft more of a fire weak team. As you can see by the rest of my mons, that there's a little bit of a fire weakness. But yeah, Arcanine, round 3, I thought, because it was such an important mon to the draft. Sorry about that, I just have hiccups. Sorry about like all these pausing and stuff, I'm so unprofessional. So yeah, Arcanine just being a bulky fire type, being immune to fire when I have so many fire weaknesses, and just being a great mon in general, with recovery, priority, access to extreme speed, and then it gets like some nice coverage moves like wild charge and close combat, so can't forget about that. And burn up is another great move that it gets, where it just loses its fire typing for a base 130 stab move, which is pretty awesome. So moving on, we are picking Scolipede. So the reason for Scolipede here is Scolipede has slowly become my favorite Pokemon to use in the Draft League format. And it is also one of my 2 Z-Mons on my team. And for a good reason too, because after a speed boost and after a Swords Dance, Scolipede can get pretty nasty pretty fast. So I'm glad we got this Mon. It's my favorite Mon to use. The dual spikes roll is super good on it. Just the setup sweeper set. You can even run like banded speed boost is also really amazing with Scolipede. Just there's so many good things about Scolipede. I mean, it is another fire weakness, but that's why we have Arcanine on the team. And Scolipede, I think, will just do wonders for my team. It's proven itself to me multiple times that it is so good in the Draft League format. It's just, in EBT, it's also been performing really well for me. In past leagues, I've also just loved Scolipede. And it was a 13-point Mon. We have 120-point rosters to get 8 to 12 Mons this season. And Scolipede for 13 points, in my opinion, was just a huge bargain. Moving right along to our number 5 pick of the draft. So here, I wanted to take a water type, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to hold out on my water type for a little while and just prioritize my faster, speedier Mons. So next I take the other Z user on my team for 8 points, Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl speed ties with Tapu Koko, and that's pretty huge. It gives me a Stealth Rock user, which is really fast. It gives me great taunt, defog options, and it's powerful in itself. So great coverage, amazing Z user for 8 points, just everything I really needed. My ground type switch in because my team kind of looks a little ground weak. No one drafted Zygarde 10%, so I don't have to worry about Thousand Arrows, but just with Arcanine and Mega Mawile, my team's kind of a bit ground weak, so I definitely wanted something to help me there. And so I took Aerodactyl, and yeah, Aerodactyl has also been one of those Mons that has impressed me. A little bit underrated in my opinion, but I think 8 points was a really good deal for it, and hopefully it doesn't let me down this season. So next we have our Sneasel, which Sneasel, I originally wanted Weavile on my draft, but that got taken round 1, so I'm just like, or round 2, and so I'm just like, okay, what's a fast wall breaker? And I'm like, wait, what about Sneasel? I mean, it's a dark ice type, and both 2 really good offensive typings, and it can hit pretty hard, so also over base 110 speed. It has 361 max. I'm not exactly sure what its base speed is, but 361 max is really good for a low tier Mon. So, and with Scolipede and Aerodactyl, this also gave me some great speed tiers on my draft. So overall, Sneasel, just a really nice pick. It's not great because of its being so frail, and right now my team's just basically glass cannon.team, but other than Arcanine, but yeah, I just wanted another good wall breaker, and Sneasel provided just that for me. So next we get some bulk finally, in Uxie. So Uxie has great bulk. It's a nice U-turn user, gives me some momentum out into a mon like Aerodactyl or Zygarde, or Scolipede or Mega Mawile, or just momentum is great. It also gives me access to Memento, which is great with my earlier picks because Memento lets some of my setup sweepers just take control of the game right away. Something being at both -2 attack stats makes it setup fodder for the next thing, which with a team with Zygarde, Mega Mawile, and Scolipede, that's pretty damn good. But yeah, Uxie also just provides excellent bulk, great versatility, like access to both of the screens, not Aurora Veil, but both Light Screen and Reflect is also very important. And just another bulky mon that worked well on my roster, so I thought, why not take it and see where we go from there. So, great Psychic type. Now, here was the biggest mistake of my draft. Round 8. I picked Sarina. I should have picked Manaphy in all hindsight this round. I picked Sarina because I wanted a grass type, and all the good grass types were going. I mean, Sarina's great, but I probably could have gotten it around later. And, like, Sarina gets Rapid Spin. It was besides Aerodactyl, it was the first real removal I drafted on my team. The priority blocking is also nice, but it does give me another fire weakness, which is unfortunate, but Rapid Spin capabilities are great. It was a solid defensive grass type. So, I mean, I took it, but in hindsight, I should have waited around on Sarina and taken Manaphy instead. So, moving on, transitioning into our next pick, we have Milotic, because Manaphy got sniped from us. And so I thought, hey, Milotic is like the best bulky water that's still left at this point. So, gives me another nice bulky mon, and originally I wanted Manaphy with 11 mons. Milotic enabled me to get 12 mons, round 9 or round 10. But yeah, just a great bulky mon, only 2 weaknesses, which our team covers pretty well. Once again, I apologize for my hiccups, but access to recover and just being a great bulky water in general, with things like Haze and Dragon Tail to stop setup sweepers, Toxic. The Marvel Scale ability is really powerful, especially with something that gets Scald. Overall, just great mon, and this is the first time I'm using it competitively too. So, next we have our Rotom. Rotom was one of the mons that I'm just like, it's 5 points, it's an electric and ghost type, 2 of the types I did not have yet. It's a Volt Switcher. It gets Defog, gets access to Will-O-Wisp, which most ghosts do, but for 5 points, I thought Rotom is just amazing with Defog, Volt Switch, and all of that, so that was a mon that I really wanted on my roster from the beginning of the draft. I've been really impressed with it as of late, especially with the Choice Spec set running Hex with something paired with a Toxic Spikes partner being like Scolipede. That set really caught my eye as of late, and I really like that set. So yeah, Rotom's just a great mon. I've never used the original Rotom either, so that's a first for me. Next we have kind of a bulkier, more reliable Pokemon, in my opinion. I've drafted this Mon several times, and that is Hitmontop. Hitmontop, another rapid spinner, giving me 4 removers in total with Rotom, Aerodactyl, and Serena. Hitmontop gets good coverage, 2 good abilities in Intimidate and Technician, gets solid priority, and for a 6-point Mon, I really couldn't go wrong. I had 8 points to get a maximum of 2 Mons at that point, 1 or 2 Mons, and I'm just like, okay, I don't have a fighting type yet. I may as well get Hitmontop. It's another form of removal, another great form of removal, and that leaves me with 2 points left, and you already see it in the corner, the meme, right above the CPC logo, right below my logo. The man itself, Sparce. We had to draft the mascot. It is the best Pokemon in the game, without a question. And yeah, let's hope that bringing it will not lead to us getting reverse swept by a Cloyster this season. Oh, sorry. This is what I wanted to turn off. So unprofessional, but hello darkness, my old friend. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah. So that's going to wrap up our CPC Season 6 draft analysis. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys for my Week 1 team builder, where we take on A12 QSD and his Arkham City Delibirds. Oh, and one more thing I forgot. Shoutouts to the Honch for making this amazing artwork. And we will see you guys next time.